Hello. I want to start this video today, like I and always. I hope everything's going well with you and your families, and I hope you guys are hanging in there the best way you can in this situation. I want to start today's video by giving an overview of this week, and I'll do that right now. So here's the plan for the week. Today, you guys are doing the full rhetorical timed right for the Littman prompt, the one we worked on all last week. So you're going to submit a full timed right by Thursday. I'm also going to give you the briefest AP update. I hope you guys aren't getting sick of these AP updates. I'll give you a more full one. I learned a lot last Friday in a webinar about what the AP test is going to look like. I think it's really good news. So I just want to give you the Cliff Notes version today, and then Thursday all I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a more robust test update, some more details, and then I want you guys to do a little reflecting, and you guys are just going to fill out a short Google form on um, Thursday. Now that you know a little bit more about what the test is going to look like, what are your goals for test prep? What do you want to get better at knowing what is going to be on the test? So for today, like I said, brief AP update, and then you guys are going to do that timed right, which is going to be due Thursday. So here's the Cliff Notes version of the update. The test is going to be on Wednesday, May 20th. So about a full week later than it was originally scheduled for on the 13th. And it's going to be at 1 p.m. So it's not going to be at 8:30 like the other one. So I think this is probably good news for just about anyone. The other thing is that the entire test is just going to be one 45-minute rhetorical analysis time right. So my understanding right now is you're going to have 40 minutes to write, plan, and read, and then you're going to have 5 minutes to submit. The whole thing's 45 minutes. It's just one rhetorical analysis essay. That's it. And you can handwrite it or type it. So the other thing is from here on out, when we practice rhetorical analysis time rights, which is the only type of time rights we're going to practice, you can either handwrite them and take pictures, because that'll be fair game on the test, and I'll explain how that all works on Thursday, or you can type them. And I would recommend typing them. Most of you guys type quicker. I do know some of you guys kind of process a little bit better when you handwriting, so handwriting is completely fine, but I think it's great news you guys can type. The other bit of great news is there's going to be no multiple choice on this test. So we're not going to do any more multiple choice practices. If you didn't like the multiple choice, which I think was most people, none of that's going to be on the test. So getting into today, you're going to do the full time right. Like I said, you can either handwrite it or type. You're going to have one introduction paragraph, and then you're going to have 3 body paragraphs. Each body paragraph is going to focus on one rhetorical strategy from the reading. Before I go into the rubric a little bit more, let me show you where everything is on Canvas. So if I go into modules, there's a new module from here on out. It's going to be called AP Exam Prep. This is where all the new material is going to live from now on. The argument stuff's still down here below, and nothing's going to change. We're just going to have everything in a new module. So here's where the video will live as soon as I'm done filming it, and here is the assignment. So you got to complete the full time right, introduction, 3 body paragraphs. You can either handwrite it and take pictures and then submit that to Canvas, or complete it as Google Doc. If you complete it as Google Doc, you don't have to submit it through Canvas. Just go ahead and share it with me. I would actually prefer it this way, but it's completely up to you. And the assignment is due before next class. So there's a link here to the prompt. And you guys read this twice last week, so no surprises. And then here is the rubric. So here's the rubric. The descriptions here might look a tiny bit different from the rubric we've been working on. It's still from the official AP rubric, but I changed it to the descriptions of a 3-point time right or a 4-point time right. I think it gave kind of just better information. But as usual, there's thesis, either 0 points in the description, 1 point in the description, evidence and commentary up to 4 points. And in the slideshow, I want to focus on 3 and 4 points because this is where I want you guys to be. And then sophistication, 0 points or 1 point. And I focused on how to get that sophistication point in the presentation as well. So let me get out of here and go back into the presentation. For the thesis, to get that 1 point, you just need to respond to the prompt. So in this case, you're going to have to say what Littman's argument is because that's in the prompt. And you have to have a clear position. And in this context, that means a clear interpretation or understanding or analysis. This is that place where you have to mention rhetorical choices to get the point. The thesis point is a point that I think you guys should all have. You really just need a sentence that responds to the prompt and mentions rhetorical terms, and you get that point. Evidence and commentary, like I said, I want to focus on either 3 points or 4 points. I would love you guys to be at 4 points, but 3 points is great. Just a couple of highlights, and these are all on the rubric, but uniformly offers evidence, focus on the importance of specific words and details. Let me start there. So uniformly offers evidence. What they want is they want all your body paragraphs to be pretty solid. They don't want a really awesome first body paragraph and then like really, really vague, kind of floppy next two body paragraphs. They also want you either explicitly, like quoting from the text, in line 19 he says, or paraphrasing, in the middle paragraph he gives this rich description of, but they want you pointing towards specific things, details, or words in the passage. Finally, they want multiple supporting claims. All they mean here is they want multiple rhetorical strategies. And then if you're at 3 points but you don't get to 4 points, it's probably because in 1 or 2 paragraphs you didn't have enough evidence, or you failed to support one of your key claims. And the claims here are just how they use the strategies to support their ideas. Evidence and commentary for 4 points. The description is largely the same as the description for 3. All they said, in addition, was explain how writers' use of rhetorical choices contribute to the student's interpretation of the passage. So really all they're saying there is that they really, really want you to explain the rhetorical choice very well and what the rhetorical choice told you about why they used that strategy, what they knew about their audience, what their intended purpose was. They just really want you to go deep. So that's evidence and commentary. And finally, sophistication. This is the tough one. Okay? So one way you can get sophistication is show like a deep understanding of the rhetorical situation, who the author was, who their intended audience was, and how they tailored what the larger context was, in this case World War II maybe, and then how they tailored their response to fit that rhetorical situation. Okay? You can also show that you understand the passage is complex or tense, and all they mean here is can you show that this isn't just a simple situation and the author was dealing with something that was difficult to convey, and how they conveyed that even though there were nuances and problematic sections and confusing sections. And then finally, employing a style that's consistently vivid or persuasive, being a really, really awesome writer. What you can focus here is what I've been coaching individual people is elevate your diction, use really great words, use longer sentence structures. Okay, that's all they mean for sophistication. The Google form on Friday is going to be primarily where you see yourself strong or as strong in thesis, evidence, commentary, and sophistication, and what you want to work on. What I'd love to do is tailor it. And so if you're going to tell me on Friday or Thursday rather on the Google form, I think I'm pretty good with thesis and evidence and commentary. I want to go for the sophistication point. That's what I want my feedback to really help you get to. If you want to just say like, yeah, I'd still like to get the thesis or the sophistication point, but I really want to focus on is evidence, commentary, and locking that down, that can be a real focus. So I would suggest before you start writing today, because you've already done the reading, so the writing's probably going to take you half an hour or so, I would take a careful look at the rubric on Canvas and just familiarize yourself with that for about 10 minutes and then start your writing. That's what I would do today. But that's pretty much it. The time rights are due Thursday. Take a look at the rubric first. Hit me up if you guys have any questions. Submit the time right. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys on Thursday. But like I said, I think there's really good news about this test. We have more time to prepare, less material, and the material on it is stuff that we've done the most. So I think that's awesome. That's it. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon.